Hey guys, it's Gabe here from Gabe Gaming Channel, and welcome back to another guide video. And hopefully you've all had a decent anniversary. And Claps brought us the Sakhon Konsawatt's heart raid here, and this is actually the second of the possible three that we could have. And as always, let's talk about our opponent before we start our team build. So the team that we'll be facing this time is the Thailand national team based in the Asia qualifiers. And we've got a mixed color team, but it is mostly red color. 7 of the 11 players for this team is actually toughness type. And the 3 Konsawatt brothers, all 3 of them don't actually possess any defending skills, so do make note of that, and it's actually very helpful to try and match up with these guys as always when you want to move up the pitch or to enable a striker or score. And the DMs have all got forward and AM killer, so their stats go up by 50% when facing our forwards and attack midfielders. And as for their defenders, including Bunak, they've all got AM killers, and on top of that, they have a passive of non-flying shot killer. So that's a bit of an issue if you try to spam the goalkeeper, and if it's shot from far away, they will most likely white block it, even though they don't have a auto blocks passive or hidden ability. And as for their goalkeeper, he's got a shot killer, also non-flying, which means that we've got to use a aerial shot, either a volley or a header to score against them, as his stats is 200% versus ground shots. And to make matters worse, this scenario will be played under rain conditions, and also the penalty area of the Thailand team will be in bumpy conditions. So I highly recommend choosing players with rain resistance and those that may head into the penalty area with bumpy resistance. And that sums up what I would like to say here for the opponent's brief here. So let's now move on to our team build. Alright, so here we are with the team build brief now. Team skills and friend support is irrelevant this time. So we'll move straight on to our formation here. And for this particular raid, I will be using the ever handy 3142 forward and AM attack 10% EX formation. And you could use other ones, but as long as you give Hyuga some needed help, then that's all that's needed. And otherwise, player position is sort of important as well if you want to avoid bumpy grounds. So for goal scorers this time, obviously it will be Hyuga. For me, it's this gacha skill type Hyuga, and Hidalgo will be my supporter in trying to score the third goal to unlock my prizes so I could use skip tickets afterwards. Now for Hyuga, I highly recommend teaching him the running direct super Raiju volley from the limited scenario in the anniversary. And if you can teach something better than the overhead tiger, but I have tested the overhead tiger is also capable of scoring, but if you could use jumping Raiju shot, that would be best, but obviously that requires Tsubasa to be there. Now moving on to my enablers. This time I'll be utilizing Figo and Romano, as well as Pizzola, and obviously Hidalgo will also be good for setting up Hyuga as well. And you'll note that all 4 of these players have rain puddle resistance. And for this particular team build for me, I was able to build 22% bonds, and most importantly is actually the stats down debuff that I was able to build here, and I do recommend you to do the same as well. In terms of stats down, I was able to build a total of minus 16%, which is from a combination of Romano, Bluno, Fonseca, as well as Mueller. So these guys add up for a total of minus 16% of debuff on our opponent. And that pretty much sums up the team build here. My recommendation, as always, is to invest the maximum SSR black balls needed for all the skill levels, especially for the shots. And yep, that's it for the team built here. Let's now move on to our gameplay. So our strategy this time is to start off by scoring 1 goal with Hidalgo first, and then using Hyuga to score during our full power at the end of first and second half. I highly recommend using the volley to score, although overhead tiger is also possible. However, in all cases, you cannot match up with any defenders if shooting with Hyuga, otherwise he will get blocked and the chance of scoring becomes very low. So, as mentioned, the Konsawatt brothers do not have any defensive skills, so use this to your advantage. And for me, what I'm going to do is I will try to use Romano or Pizzola to match up with them, and let Figo and Hidalgo move up further first. And what I'm going to do is as soon as Figo moves further up, I will execute a pass to him, and once he receives the ball, he will then use a white pass over Bunak and pass it to Hidalgo, which he then hopefully will get a high ball, and then he could execute a shot to get our first goal.
俺が切り開く。負けるか。させ。俺様からのパスだ。バッチリ決めてやるよ。負けるか。まだまだギアを上げてくよ。ゴールまでの道筋は見えた。この一戦落としはしない。よし。
Wow, so I got extremely lucky there. Change of plans now, so I will try to score with Hidalgo next. So we got the 2 goals that we were aiming for in the first half, so game plan still the same. We'll try to aim to score at the end of the second half with our full power, and ideally matching up with the goalkeeper when their full power has already run out. And note that you still have the chance to score even without full power, but as mentioned before, you cannot match up with any defender, so that the blow away will still carry on towards the goalkeeper.
勝負するのはドイツだ。よし来い。ここから展開するぞ。任せたぞ。ゴールまでの道筋は見えた。よし来い。よし来い。 俺からの贈り物だ。任せた。お前とは体全体の鍛え方が違うんだよ。うらっ、こんなものか。俺がマークする。さあ、どっからでも来い。行くぞ。まだまだ試合はこれからだ。よっ、そうだ。俺が止める。行くさ。
勝負はここからだぞ、みんな。
勝負だ。負けない。10番の共存も面白いかもな。
やってみます、リバウールさん。
それ。勝負だ。負けるか。俺がぶっ潰してやる。フィールドのチャンピオンはこの俺。グンナーツ様だ。さあ、来るんだ。
ワクワクしてきた。
ここは俺が守る。行くぞ。先には行かせない。俺が起点になって攻める。
負けない。
負けない。よし来い。気づいた頃にはもう遅い。気づいた頃にはもう遅い。気づいた頃にはもう遅い。勝負に行くぞ。ここはシュート、ゴールを狙う。
よっしゃ、よっしゃ。
よし。
Well, that's it for the guide video for Sakhon's SSR raid. Before I end here, I just wanted to give a special shout out to my YouTube channel members as well as my Patreon member. And hopefully you found this video helpful, and if you did like this content, please help me out by giving me a like and share it with your friends that might need help as well. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to my channel for more guides like these. And until the next one, may the RNG gods be with you. See ya!